truth?
Once while on stage, Leno and I persisted with the show despite suspecting there was a dead audience member in the front row.
Ooh. Was the show going well?
It was a good show, but what happened was this person had gone like this, down like that, just leant forward, right? And I thought, fantastic, they're laughing so much that they're going to go... I looked over and they're going to go...
Yes. Yes.
Like that. And I looked at them and they didn't come up. And I was just like... And I just went on with the show for a bit, and then when I checked in the next time, they were still down. And I thought, I think they might have just died.
At some point, did you say to Colin, like, did you just keep doing the show? Did you at one point go, I'm going to check on this person, or...?
After about 10 minutes, you know, my empathy got the better of me, and I said, excuse me, this person seems to have collapsed. Are you okay? And they went, oh, I'm looking for my jumper.
For 10 minutes?
Yeah.
For 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's a long time to look for a jumper.
Isn't it?
How can you check such a small spot for 10 minutes?
Exactly.
Beg your pardon?
Well, if they bend down, they've got they can check the space that their arms can reach. How would that take 10 minutes?
What had happened was they'd put their jumper on the floor, and somebody had been walking in later and had gotten caught up in the jumper and had kicked it, and it had gone more than a seat's worth under. So they were basically, we couldn't see, but they were under there like going, like trying to reach behind the seat to get the...
See, the thing you guys don't know is that Leno and Woodley are slapstick, and so is all of their audience.
Yeah, it's, you know... that reminds me of the time I saw a goat being born, but... But that's another story.
Why did the goat have hands? What the hell?
It was an artistic interpretation of hoofs.
How did the audience respond when you said, I'm sorry, I think this person's not okay, and they sat up and said, I was just looking for my jumper?
I think Colin said the thing of going, oh, when I saw you with your head down, I was hoping you were going to come up going... And the audience all laughed at that, and then we just moved on.
Is this but towards the end of the show, or was it like intermission? What's the, you know?
Yeah, it was intermission. Everybody had gone, and which made it not quite as...
Colin, everyone's left apart from him. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Can I just say something? I don't want to stab you in the back as one of my idols, and we're on the same team, but I'm about to. So my boyfriend once did a show. He's a comedian too, big fans. Anyways, so he did a show, and a guy in the front row was slumped over, and unlike you, my boyfriend stopped the show pretty quick. The show went in the toilet, ambulances came, he was passed out, and then he got aggressive, and that was a whole thing. It was a big gossip. So I am either disappointed or it's bullshit that you watch someone slumped over for 10 minutes without saying anything when I know you to be a beautiful man.
Well, I actually... I appreciate your commendations there, but I actually went to your boyfriend's show that night, and I remember the guy being taken into the ambulance going, I was just looking for my jumper!
All right, Charlie's team, we're going to need an answer. Is that true
He's a really
or a lie?
good storyteller. You're so good.
You don't look for 10 minutes in the one little spot. This guy's... it doesn't make any sense. Seems like a big old lie to me.
Did I say jumper? Hearing aid. He was looking for his hearing aid and he couldn't enjoy the show unless he found it. Can we just cut in hearing aid every time I said the word jumper?
Look like this. You look down the barrel and say jumper, and then this is what it'll sound like, OK? Smell it. Hearing aid.
I'm happy with that.
No one will ever know.
I think he's got such an honest face. I think he's telling the truth.
I am going to say true. I think it's true.
See, they think it's bullshit.
If it's true, then Leno and Woodley are horrible, horrible people who don't check on dead audience members.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. They're saying that it's true. Frank?
Well, I'm
Is it
just
true?
glad that I'm playing against you guys and not against the audience, because it's a lie.
Sorry.
The phrase, "you may now kiss the bride," led to the worst kiss of my life.
Where were you when this happened?
I was on a hillside.
So were you at a wedding?
I was at a wedding, yes.
Right.
Yeah, but it was obviously your wedding, was it?
It was my wedding, yes.
So
It was on a hillside, yes. Yes, the phrase "you may now kiss the bride" led to the worst kiss of my life.
Everyone's watching you there with your new bride. You wanted to have that picture-perfect moment, and what happened? You just missed, did you?
I didn't miss, no, but it was just like... my wife is considerably shorter than me.
Yep.
were you smart and put her uphill?
No.
Did you put her uphill so you'd be on the same level?
No, we didn't. We had... in fact, I think we were... I'm trying to remember, or possibly make it up.
Wait, how tiny is your wife?
It was actually...
But you had kissed her before. It wasn't the first kiss, was it?
No, it wasn't the first kiss. I don't know what went wrong. We'd been living together for 7 years.
Yeah.
In sin?
Yeah. We've been...
Unbelievable. Sorry, I was not told that's the sort of person I was working with.
We'd been, you know, there'd been a lot going on because it was an outdoor wedding and it was raining, so a lot of things thinking
Yeah.
about. And then it just came to that moment, and I realised in that moment we hadn't planned how we were going to do this, and I just became very self-conscious. And I thought, how kissy do you go?
Tongues or no tongues?
Definitely no tongues.
No tongues?
But no, not at the wedding. Did you?
Husey, gross.
I think...
You're married.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with, I'm with these guys.
I went to Husey's wedding and there was tongues and even a little bit of...
Look, I just say to my children, he didn't go to my wedding, all right? So,
No
And he won't be going to his next wedding either.
I just had this weird, awkward glitch happen. And I thought, lift her up. So, scoop her up and lift her up and then kiss like that. That'll be so beautiful. You'll be taking her in your arms, you know.
You went to scoop her up.
I went, oh, I don't want to crink her neck back or something. And I went, I'll scoop her up. And as I went down, I went, that'll be demeaning. So I went like this. Like that. Actually, Jackie, could you stand up? Would you want to stand here?
You're not going to try and kiss me, are you, mate? Because it didn't work well for you the first time.
I proposed to you earlier and you said no, and that's...
Frank, is this a realistic height difference between you and your wife?
No, my wife's actually even a bit shorter than Jackie.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe...
You guys want to come around the front so
Do
that
you
we
mind
can really
doing
get a good
helping
look?
demonstrate? Is that okay? So that was just like, so I think we're holding hands.
Oh, lovely.
And then actually, would you mind saying you may now...
Certainly, yes, I
can I
will.
say, hang on, do we need an intimacy coach here or not?
we do.
Is Jackie comfortable? We need to know Jackie's comfortable.
Jackie is comfortable. You're comfortable. Oh, I'm not.
By the way,
she's looking at me going, actually, I'm not that comfortable.
Yeah, Frank, my
Honestly,
understanding is you don't get to say, you're comfortable, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true.
Jackie's comfortable. Don't ask Jackie. Jackie's comfortable.
Are you comfortable, Jackie?
Oh, it's been 20 years, I'm bloody comfortable, trust me. That's fine.
You may now kiss the bride. No, you don't have to do that, Jackie.
Oh, he's going to pick me up.
Oh, it's turned into the Titanic. Yes. Wonderful.
Very good.
All right, Charlie's team, what do you think? Is this true or a lie?
What do you think?
I'm going true.
You believe it?
That was beautiful. Yeah, I was sold by the romance in the theatre.
Don't get me wrong. If Frank and Jackie ever get married, absolutely tickety-boo. Lover of romance, Dave Hughes?
This happened. This happened.
Well,
What do you
I
reckon?
mean, obviously, and if it turns out to be a lie, you've just brought shame on your marriage. So we're going to say that it's true.
Come on, come on.
Frank Woodley, is this story true or a lie?
Of course it's true.
It's true. It is true. And because of it, these days, Frank's wife doesn't go anywhere without a stepladder.
I got detained at the airport after security became suspicious of my bodily fluids.
Oh, God.
Which airport and which bodily fluids?
It was the Melbourne airport,
Yes.
and it was...
Sweat?
Saliva?
Like runny...
Snot.
It was snot.
Snot.
Is that a fluid?
Mucus.
Yeah, mucus, yes,
mucus.
not-
It was
It's
mucus.
a little bit... I think it's a little bit viscous for a fluid, to be honest.
Yeah, so we're going to call
Now,
it a
who's a
fluid.
man of science?
Yes.
Okay, so mucus.
Mucus.
At the...
Could we use it? Mucus is bad. Mucus is a really bad...
Could we say nasal excretions?
Can we use nasal excretion?
Would you like sputum?
No, I do not like sputum.
A goober. A goober.
Goober. Goobers.
Goober.
Yeah.
It was a goober.
OK, so what happened next?
I was in Sydney and I was in a hotel room in like the gym. Sometimes hotels have like a little gym attached to them. I was on the exercise bike and I'd been going for about 15 minutes, I think, and I just sort of went like that. And I looked down and went, oh, that's not good. That's not ideal.
So you had a snail trail.
I had quite a
Yeah.
snail trail there. I'd gone that. I was 20 minutes into my 25-minute routine. There was nobody else in the gym, and I did at that point make a split decision. Rather than going to the bathroom, I just decided to rub it until it kind of became less viscous, dried up into like a little ball, and I went, I know, if I had my life to live again, I'd probably go down a different path, but I at that point, I just went, I'll just pop that into my pocket.
Dear God.
And I forgot about it. On the plane from Sydney to Melbourne, and when we landed, one of the little the beagles came over and paid me quite a bit of attention, and then they cordoned me off and they took me through into the customs area and they went through all my stuff. And it was at the point where the guy was going through my backpack and he pulled out my tracksuit pants and he started to go through the pockets of my tracksuit pants. That I went, oh, I remember a little incident from earlier. And he reached in and he took out the said goober, held it in his hands, just in his hands.
Oh, God.
Held it in his hands and he went, what's that? And I said, I don't know what that is. He leant down and he pulled up a little plastic bag, opened up, popped it in there.
Oh, goodness.
Sealed it, and it was sent away to a lab.
I would have just said drugs at that point. I'd been like, it's drugs. I would rather be arrested for drugs
Yeah,
than that.
that would have been less humiliating.
Did you get results back from the lab? I'm interested to see what it was.
No, I never heard about it, but I assume at some point he got like a letter and he opened it up and said, it's snot, you dickhead.
OK, so what are you feeling about this story from Frank?
I can tell you, Frank and I were coming through an airport once from New Zealand, and the bloke with the dog sat down, and the fella said to Frank, do you have any fruit in that bag? And Frank said, no. The man reached into the bag. Do you remember this?
No.
And pulled out a full guava.
That's fancy
And the fella actually went, that's fruit, isn't it? And he went, oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And there was another occasion when I was going into New Zealand where somehow I'd managed to take a little plastic bag of my dog's poo because I'd been at the park and I'd picked it up for him and then I'd put it in the jacket and forgot about it. So the guy was like, the guy in customs actually said to me, at what point in time when you were planning this overseas journey did you say to yourself, mustn't forget to pack the poo?
Right now, there's a room somewhere with a fella there like that and just shelves with snot, guavas, shit. Just like... And it's got the Frank Woodley Memorial...
I'm going to need an answer. What do you think it is?
Personally, I've seen it happen to him.
True.
So I think it's true.
Bev?
He is a bit of a silly bugger.
Oh, I think we've definitely established that. No, we're going to say it's true.
All right, Frank Woodley, is this true or a lie?
Well, that story is a complete true.
Oh!
Yes.
Of course it is!
Amazing! No way!
Sorry, Chrissy, can I swap seats?
I've been known to secretly drive Ubers to test material on passengers.
right, Charlie's team, go your hardest.
What name do you do it under?
I say my name is Evan Dunstan.
In Melbourne?
In Melbourne.
When did you start being an Uber driver to test gags and gear and stuff?
Pretty much when Uber first was introduced.
When
so
was that? Like what year?
That was probably about, was that like, that was 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, might have been about 7, I'd say 7 or 8 years, it might have been 9 years ago, I reckon.
So I'm getting into your car. I've ordered Evan. You've shown up. I'm sitting down. Do you just go straight in for a type 5?
I'd sort of say, g'day, do you reckon birds have penises? Like, that sort of thing.
I want to hear the rest of the gag.
Yeah.
Surely everybody does. So ask me. I'm in your Uber, Evan, and I've sat down and you've said to me...
Yep, g'day, what's your name?
Clara.
Oh, my God. Do you reckon birds have penises?
I think they do.
Do they? Do you reckon they do? Have you ever seen... Because I've seen a lot of birds. Like, in my life, I've seen thousands of birds. I've got no idea if they've got a penis or not. That's kind of weird, isn't it? But have you seen a bird's penis? Or is it just conjecture? That sort of thing.
This is good.
Kind of...
Did people ever get out of the Uber?
Often without me even stopping.
How'd you get along with the other Uber drivers?
Yeah, like Dave Hughes, he's been doing a bit of Uber driving.
How often do you just duck out and drive an Uber?
I really do it before any kind of upcoming show, when in the writing phase. So, you know, for example, before the Comedy Festival, new show, I'll do quite a bit of Uber driving for about 2 or 3 months before that.
Daytime, nighttime, or a mixture?
A mixture.
So
You are beloved in this country. Don't you get recognised straight away?
Yeah, no, because it's generally...
Got a point?
Touché, sir.
What gave you the idea to do this?
It just feels like it's extreme.
Well, I've got no friends, and no, I think it's because, like, the last person you should try is your family members, because they, like, if I try out my jokes on my kids, they're just like, you know.
Did anyone take exception to you trying material on them?
I remember one woman just very, like, coldly under her voice just going, I think I did some kind of joke, like, I think I might have said, it was in one of the characters.
Sure.
I think it was in,
Norman.
Norman.
I've been a character called Norman. And that's it. My name's Norman. And at school, I was very successful at spelling bees. But other words I found more difficult.
And just behind me, very quietly, she just went, don't give up your day job. And it was like, that really hurt.
All right, Charlie's team, what do you think? Is this true or a lie?
OK, Em,
Yeah.
what do you think?
He's such a glorious weirdo. It could be true. True. True.
Em says it's true. Christopher?
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
You're just saying that because I said that. I think it's a lie.
I'm going to go with Em Rusciano number 2.
Line, right.
And say that I think it is a lie. I'm going to say what they said. It's not what I reckon.
Well, you should go with your instincts, because you're the captain. We always back the leader in the Liberal Party.
No one...
I've never felt less secure in my position
I'm right
than to
behind
have
you.
the full support of Christopher
right
Pine.
By the end of this show, you're not going to be the captain.
No.
It's a lie.
Frank, answer the following question as Norman. Is it true or is it a lie?
Well, actually, you've really hurt my feelings, because that indeed is a lie.
It is a lie. Frank only drives people up the wall.
For my first ever paid public performance, I was asked to take off my clothes.
Oh, here we go. Ooh. See, in our world, that's weird, but in clowning world, that would win you an award.
What? Let me make it clear, I like to consider myself clown adjacent.
So tell me, OK, your first paid gig, where was the
Hang
gig?
on, but also in the clowning world, it's normal to get naked.
From the shows I've seen, yes. You know, you've got the one with the balloons and they pop and they keep getting popped till there's
I think
nothing.
that's burlesque.
Like, what gig wants Frank nude?
All of them?
Life modelling.
So how old were you at the time?
I think I was 17.
That's very different. That's not a paid gig.
Yes, it is. You get paid for live modelling,
I
nude
know,
modelling.
but it is very... The idea that that is a performance, it is very misleading. That is a beautiful job that I want to do one day.
You haven't heard how I life modelled yet. Maybe I put a bit of pizzazz into it.
So when you say...
It's like, stand still, I'm trying to draw.
Stand still, I'm going to have to rub one out.
He's very good.
Talk us through how the mechanics of the class work. Is everyone surrounding you in 360? Are you...
Yeah, there was only about 8 people there. I think probably 6 of them were middle-aged women, and then there was 2 middle-aged chaps there.
Did you get to see the drawings at the end of it?
I did, and I have to admit, I was really quite pleased.
Flattered?
I was flattered. I was a really very, very skinny person. Like, I was so skinny, if you hugged me, you could get a cut, you know? But they made me kind of a little more manly. I was quite happy.
Can you please show us the pose?
Well, see, this is the mistake I made. Like, the first pose I went for, because I thought I want it to be really interesting for them to... So I think the first pose I went for was something like that. And then I discovered that I had to hold it for, like, 10 minutes. So my second pose was...
Frank, just to help them out, can you do it again, but nude?
I was only 17, and so I really thought that the class would pretty much be a group of people just going...
Frank, with respect, when I was 17, I worked at Baker's Delight. Did you ever think of maybe doing that as a little nice
I
little
did
learner?
that nude as well.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, man,
See, my thing is, OK, one, it's a very believable story. And I kind of believe him, but then I kind of don't. Because...
I see you're acquainted with the show, then.
Stop clapping. No, as in, like, I just don't think that was his first. I feel like he's done it before. I don't think he did it at 17. I don't like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I find, like, when you were 17... Actually, don't.
Don't answer that.
No.
I find it hard to believe that there's 8 people out there that have a drawing of Frank's penis. Some are in the garage.
Call me crazy, but I think you're going to lock in a lie.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be true, but we believe it to be a lie.
Frank Woodley, is that story true or a lie?
That story is true.
Very quickly, hang on. Very quickly. Where's my camera? This one? If you are one of the 8 Australians with a drawing of Frank Woodley's penis, send it to Channel 10. What's your email address?
It is true. For one time only, Frank went the full Woodley.
I was ejected from the Louvre because of my habit of touching artwork.
Which artwork did you get caught touching that you got kicked out for?
Well, touching is an understatement.
Which painting did you fuck?
It wasn't sexual at all.
OK, so what did you do?
Was it a piece of art or was it sculpture? Was there something...
Yeah, it was an installation sculpture by a very famous Japanese artist. It was all red threads. Red threads from the roof to the ceiling in a kind of... it was very dreamlike. Must have taken them... Like, if it was true, it would have taken them hours and hours to... And I was just so swept away by it. And I was just sort of going, this is one of the most... I was almost moved to tears. And then I noticed the button on my jacket had just gotten caught in one of the little threads.
Right.
So at what point did you fuck it?
I didn't fuck. I didn't fuck. I didn't fondle. I touched.
Okay, so what happened next?
Have you ever touched something that you didn't fuck? I mean, just like I would say the vast majority of things I've touched, I didn't fuck. It's like I touched.
Hang on, it said on the card that it was a habit of touching artwork. Like, when did the touch...
Wait, Miff. Wrong team.
Oh, shit.
No, well, that was because that was the first incident where I got told off.
And you got the taste of it.
I got told off for that. Excuse me, sir, please don't touch the artwork. And I was like, and the person had to help.
Is that really what they said? Or was it not? Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Touches the artwork, no.
All right. Has this been enough of an interrogation?
I'm doubting it.
Okay.
I'm doubting it.
Doubting it.
I'm doubting it.
Jez?
I feel like he's done such a terrible job. Like, he's tried really hard to lie.
I think, yeah, we are going to say it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie. All right, Frank Woodley, is this true or is it a lie?
I now feel nervous.
It's so 50-50.
Well, Geraldine's first suggestion that behind this idiot, there's actually a genius pulling the strings. Well, actually, there's just another idiot. It's a lie. For my first ever paid public performance, I was asked to take off my clothes.
Oh, here we go. Ooh. See, in our world, that's weird, but in clowning world, that would win you an award.
What? Let me make it clear, I like to consider myself clown adjacent.
So tell me, OK, your first paid gig, where was the
Hang
gig?
on, but also in the clowning world, it's normal to get naked.
From the shows I've seen, yes. You know, you've got the one with the balloons and they pop and they keep getting popped till there's nothing.
That's burlesque.
Like, what gig wants Frank nude?
All of them?
Life modelling.
So how old were you at the time?
I think I was 17.
That's very different. That's not a paid gig.
Yes, it is. You get paid for live modelling.
No, I know, but it is very... The idea that is a performance, it is very misleading. That is a beautiful job that I want to do one day.
You haven't heard how I life modelled yet. Maybe I put a bit of pizzazz into it.
So when you say...
It's like, stand still, I'm trying to draw.
Stand still, I'm going to have to rub one out.
He's very good.
Talk us through how the mechanics of the class work. Is everyone surrounding you in 360? Are you...
Yeah, there was only about 8 people there. I think probably 6 of them were middle-aged women and then there was 2 middle-aged chaps there.
Did you get to see the drawings at the end of it?
I did, and I have to admit, I was really quite pleased.
Flattered?
I was flattered. I was a really very, very skinny person. Like, I was so skinny, if you hugged me, you could get a cut, you know? But they made me kind of a little more manly. I was quite happy.
Can you please show us the pose?
Well, see, this is the mistake I made. Like, the first pose I went for, because I thought I want it to be really interesting for them to... So I think the first pose I went for was something like that. And then I discovered that I had to hold it for, like, 10 minutes. So my second pose was...
Frank, just to help them out, can you do it again, but nude?
I was only 17, and so I really thought that the class would pretty much be a group of people just going...
Frank, with respect, when I was 17, I worked at Baker's Delight. Did you ever think of maybe doing that as a little nice little
I did
learner?
that nude as well.
What do you think, guys?
Oh, man,
See, my thing is, OK, one, it's a very believable story. And I kind of believe him, but then I kind of don't. Because...
I see you're acquainted with the show, then.
clapping. No, as in, like, I just don't think that that was his first. I feel like he's done it before. I don't think he did it at 17. I don't like that aspect of it.
Yeah, I find, like, when you were 17... Actually, don't.
Don't answer that.
No.
I find it hard to believe that there's 8 people out there that have a drawing of Frank's penis somewhere in the garage.
Call me crazy, but I think you're going to lock in a lie.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to be true, but we believe it to be a lie.
Frank Woodley, is that story true or a lie?
That story is true.
Very quickly, hang on. Very quickly. Where's my camera? This one? If you are one of the 8 Australians with a drawing of Frank Woodley's penis, send it to Channel 10. What's your email address?
It is true. For one time only, Frank went the full Woodley.
I based one of the villains in my children's book on a teacher I hated.
Ooh. What was the name of your children's book?
It's called Kismet and the... I wrote it quite a while ago. Kismet and the Tasmanian Tiger.
And there were a few in the series, so you
There were 3 in the series.
Yeah.
The first one was Kismet and the Curse of the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah.
And did you, when you say you wrote it a long time ago, was that before they were extinct? Or...
That's why it was hard for me to remember. It's going back. No, it's all based on a little detective girl called Kismet, and her dad, he's the real detective, and she travels with him, but she's the brains of the outfit.
Yeah, right.
What was the villain called?
The villain was called Mr. Pinochle.
And what did the real-life Mr. Pinochle do to you that made you hate them so much?
He touched me very deeply.
Oh.
No, settle down. No, initially, he touched me very deeply with his storytelling and his poetry, so I really loved him. But he did this thing in front of the class where one time he told a story about being reincarnated as a... and he'd been a wolf, and he just had the whole class all standing around, and he said, and I was killed by a pitchfork, so if you look at the back of my head, you'll see the prong marks from my previous life. Frank, why don't you come and have a look at the prongs? So I could do it with Jock. I'd say, Jock, come and have a look at the prongs here.
What was his name?
Mr. Pinochle.
The character was called Mr. Pinochle, but Mr. Peterson did a thing where he went, Frank, come and you'll see I actually do have 2 little dints here.
Oh, Jesus.
And he did that.
It's not very nice, is it?
And I started to cry. Because this was in, I think, grade 5. I started to cry, and he just went, oh, come on, you little baby, it's just a bit of fun.
Oh.
And I never forgave him.
He blew
it.
it.
Just a bit of fun.
He blew your trust.
It was horrible.
I was wondering if you could remember any of Mr. Peterson's poetry.
I can remember one of them. Oh, you want me to tell you?
I would love to hear some Peterson.
Now, there was one
poems.
that went,
There once was a man called Pinochle who breathed through his wang like a snorkel.
That's the poem, he said. Which is weird. No, he said a very short poem. He said this one is about about fleas. Adam had 'em.
Did you base any other characters from real life in your other books?
I don't like the look on your faces because this is my real book. And you're making me feel like I didn't do it very well.
So which part is the lie?
None of it's a lie. I based the story, the character Mr. Pinochle, on my teacher who was mean to me.
Was there any kind of backlash from when Mr. Peterson realised he's Mr. Pinochle?
Look, I'm not sure if he would have recognised himself. Physically, I made him exactly the same.
With 3 dots on the back of his neck?
No, I said like tall, thin man with a nose and a mouth and ears and eyes and eyebrows and hair.
Oh, my God, it's you!
You're Mr. Pinochle!
Yeah, so I haven't heard from him since.
How old was he? Like, was he an old man when he was your teacher, or like...
Well, because I was only in, primary school, so he felt like a really old man, so he's probably 32 or something.
Yeah. We've got to put him out of his misery. What do you think, true or a lie?
Oh, it feels true. It feels like a Frank Woodley thing to be crying as a kid and then hanging on to that.
Yeah, like a real baby.
if you guys don't support me, this is make it real.
Yeah, I think
It's really
I think
hard.
he's trying to throw us off with the fake poetry thing, but the rest of it, I think.
I've met you a few times. I think you're a resilient person, so a teacher going, rah. Well, I mean, I've done horrible things to my kids and they're fine.
Well, that's because...
Did the other children mock you for crying as well? Were they, like, how...
I remember everybody laughing when he said, "Come on, you big baby. You know, just don't worry about it." And everybody laughed and I was crying. And it was just, it's like seared into my memory like it happened
And
yesterday.
now you make a living from having people laugh at you while someone else is mean to you. You've essentially written Colin Lane into a...
All right, Carly's team, what'll it be? All right, I'm going it to lie because I think werewolf is too normal for your brain. You know, like, I think you'd have come up with a better monster.
It was a weird Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, OK. Maybe... OK, then truth. I'm sold.
So you're going
That was
true?
easy. We've got a truth. We've got a truth.
I think it's true as well. I think that is a true story, Frank Woodley.
We're locking in true. Frank Woodley, is that true or a lie?
It's actually a lie.
I hate that you...
I was called up on stage during a hypnotism show and faked being in a trance so the magician didn't feel bad.
Oh.
Was it a specific, like, hypnotism show, or was it a sort of variety show that had a hypnotist?
Oh, it was just a stand-up comedy show, and the guy just happened to have a fob watch, and he just came on going like that, and he accidentally Yes, it was a... It was a hypnotism show, yes.
So why were you at a hypnotism show?
I'm one of those crazy people who enjoy entertainment.
When he hypnotised you and it didn't work, what was he trying to do?
He does a thing where he gets people to act like different animals.
Yeah.
He says, you're going to be a chicken, you're going to be a quokka, you're going to be, you know...
Were you the only person that was on stage being hypnotised, or was there a veritable
No, there was about 5 of us, and we each got a different animal.
All right, so you meant to be animals. What animal were you meant to be?
I was asked to be an okapi.
OK. Like so like a sort of African deer type thing?
Good work. yeah, it's a gazelle. A gazelle. I was asked to be a gazelle.
I would feel that if I was a hypnotist and I was hypnotising members of the audience to be animals, I would not choose an okapi.
Yeah, but even if I was deeply hypnotised and he said, be an okapi, my impression would be that.
Well, funnily enough, okapis are often bemused.
What were the other people's animals then?
So he started off... You see, I don't think he'd done enough biology at school or natural history, because he started off strong. He went like, you're a chicken, you're a grasshopper, and then he started to struggle already, and he was like...
Like you are.
Then he went for marmoset, golden marmoset. I was in an okapi. The guy beside me was a brush-tailed phascogale.
So I would like you now to do your okapi.
Yeah.
So I felt really embarrassed because I actually wasn't hypnotised. And my first thought was I would undersell it because they graze on the, you know, what do you call it, the savannah.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So I was just going to go like this.
Yeah.
That's an okapi.
That's good.
But then I thought they need a bit of gazelle in there. So then I went for the... sort of, you know, the leaping and the... It's almost like it's slow motion.
Yes, yes.
I went for that sort of...
I mean, having never seen an okapi before in my life, that is uncanny.
Yeah.
Do you think that he knew that you weren't hypnotised, or did you fully convince him?
I think he believed I was in.
So you went for mid-range okapi?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't go full okapi?
Oh, no, that would involve goring someone.
Do you reckon the chicken and the marmoset were in and you were the only one faking?
I reckon, without a doubt, the marmoset was in.
Yeah.
For sure. No, because he took a shit. You know, He was in deep.
He was in deep.
And then he threw it at the crowd. So, yeah, he was...
The marmoset.
He was arrested.
OK, Charlie's team, we're going to need an answer or you know what he's going to do. True or a lie?
Are you buying this?
No. But I was happy to watch the show.
Yeah, it was a wonderful
I was
show.
living for
Look,
it.
just to verify, I think it was a chicken, a grasshopper, a monkey, a gazelle and a squirrel.
What do you think, team?
Having known Frank for years, I can imagine him feeling sorry for a hypnotist with the show
Absolutely.
not going well, almost as a professional courtesy.
Sounds like you're erring on a
I think it's a
on the
lie.
side
Yeah,
of the lie.
look, I concur with my teammates. We believe that this is a lie.
Frank Woodley, is that story true or a lie?
Well, actually, that story is completely a lie.
Well played. Good work.